Hello everyone, I'm here today with another process video. This will be a 6x12 pocket page and it's serving a dual purpose. I was participating in a load challenge, and load, if you're not familiar with it, it means layout a day. And the theme for this one was, well, you had two options. There was a prompt that you could use or a technique that you could use. And the technique was to work in something that says best day ever. And I'm choosing to do that one because I know I have several cards or embellishments or stickers that say best day ever that I can use. And what's ironic is that generally I hate stuff that says the best day ever, because if it's the best day ever, you can only have one. You can't do that multiple times, in theory. But it made me want to choose that option just because it's the phrase best day ever. So for the layout, I have selected photos from my trip to Boston, and this is the Museum of Fine Arts. And one of the things we wanted to see was all the Impressionist paintings because they have a huge collection. It's one of the biggest that's outside of France. So we definitely wanted to see that. And they had a big Monet exhibit going on. And so you can see in the picture, it actually says Monet. So that's me there. And then one of my friends who was with me is in the other photo down here. And then I've already picked out this card because it makes me think of Impressionism, just the way that it's painted, the colors and the style. So I definitely want to use that. And this is actually what's on the other side. And I contemplated using this because I like what it says, learn something new every day. Or new today, sorry. But then I can't journal. I don't have anywhere left for journaling. So I'm going to use this side. That way I get the beautiful colors and the beautiful style, but I can still journal if I want to. So this photo, I had a little mishap. You'll notice it's slightly different sized from the others. I don't know how I did it, but when I printed it, I did the wrong size. So it's smaller than the rest, and I am going to have to find a background for that in order to make it work here. I mean, I could reprint it at home, but it's already printed. So I'll just see if I can find a background that'll blend in and work with the layout. So I found this piece of paper, and I like it because it brings out the kind of light spring green that's in the photo here. But the problem is that it's in this photo a little bit, but it's really not anywhere else. So if I put this photo on it, then I've got all that green on the same side. I'm going to have to bring it in over here, and I'm not quite sure how to do that. I don't know what I have for stickers or embellishments that is close to this color. So I'm going to start with this as the background, but I'm not going to adhere the photo just in case I decide to change my mind. All right, so I grabbed out a page protector. It just helps me visualize better when I can see that, even though the configuration's the same. So I pulled it out and have all the photos laid on it just to make myself feel better, I guess. So I have that. And you can see here, this is what this photo looks like with that green in the background, and I do like it. I do think, though, somehow I'm going to have to work it in somewhere else. I'm going to have to bring in something. Now, speaking of bringing in something else, I have pulled out these puppy stickers, and I think I want to use this one that says, "This is my favorite," because I love the Impressionists. And by the way, these are puffy stickers from Citrus Twist. But I think I want to work that in either maybe at the top of this card or at the top of one of the photos, just to bring that in. When I'm looking at these, I almost wish it was the other way, that I could put this at the bottom, because there's a lot of dead space here and it would be nice to have something there. But this style, because of where the point is, won't work at the bottom. So I'll have to see if I can work it in somewhere at the top. So I placed that puffy sticker right at the top here of this card where I'm going to do my journaling, and I love it. It brings in the black tones from here, and because I'm going to journal in black, that'll really blend in well. So I'm happy with that. Now, I went back into my stash and I also found something that's going to work on here for that best day ever theme. Ta-da! I would have liked this better had it not had the periods. I get you're supposed to go best day ever. I would have liked it if it was just like one phrase without all the periods in between, but whatever. I'm going to use it because the color works pretty well here with some of the tones that are in there. And I think I'm actually either going to put it up here at the top or here at the bottom. So I'll have to slightly change the arrangement so it's not perfectly centered, but then I can get that on there and everything will match. I decided to adhere down the photo and then add in the chipboard phrase here. So now I'm committed to using that. I have to make it work. Whoops, sorry, bumped my camera there. So the next thing I was looking at here was this puffy sticker that says feeling blessed. Look at the color on there. It's kind of that orangey coral. It's similar to this. This one's a little bit lighter, but it's in that same family and it works with the color here. So I'm wondering if I can get away with taking that and putting it down here. Like, would it show up enough? So I'm going to take it out of there and see if I can do that. Now, the only thing then is that I have two things that are attached to bottoms of photos. So I feel like I've got to do something here somehow or here that's near the top. And I don't know what that's going to be. I still have to get the green in. So I've got some challenges that I definitely need to solve. I did add the sticker there and I really like the way that it looks. So I'm glad I picked that one. And then when I was off camera, I also found maybe some options to work in this green. I found both of these. So I have these sparkly glitter arrows, which I'm not sure if that's too much for this layout, but I'm keeping it as an option. And then I have these arrows. They're just epoxy. I made them myself with a special tool that I had, and basically it allows you to just pick out whatever paper you want, and then you put the epoxy cap on top. So I have some of these, and like this one right here is a lighter green. It might work, but again, I'm not sure if that's the right tone or the right type of thing that I want on this layout. So I'm keeping them as options, but I'm still considering, could I find something else? So I pulled out all of these things. I looked at the arrows, thinking that lighter green might work. I held them up, didn't like that at all. I tried both of these chevron arrow type things, didn't like those either. Just don't feel the color. Color's okay, but I just don't like the look of it. This is very soft and these feel kind of too angular and hard almost compared to the soft impressionist style. I did pull this, which isn't the perfect green. It's somewhat close, and I don't even like that. So I'm stuck at this point. I don't know what else I'm going to do there. So I'm going to have to go through some more stuff, see if I can find anything that'll work. Otherwise, I may have to consider swapping out this photo. I do have more from the Impressionist area, the Monet area, that I didn't include. So I may have something that matches better, but we'll see. Okay, I may have found something that will work. I pulled out these stickers. These are also from Citrus Twists, from an older kit that I had. And I might be able to do this. Capable of amazing things. I may cut off the part that says capable and just use amazing things up in that corner and see if I like it on that photo. I've put the sticker on and I like it. It doesn't perfectly match this green, but it brings out some of the other green tones. And really that's what I want, so I'm okay with that. So I am going to just take this and put a mini staple in here because there's some extra space left there. And if I do this, it might look a little more even. Aha, I'm out of staples, I believe. Yep, time to refill. I refilled the staples and I added one here, and now we're good to go with that. So I just need to figure out, is there anything else I want to do? I feel like maybe I want a couple small enamel dots, maybe because this feels flat to me still. It needs something, I think. So I'm going to look through my enamel dot stash and I'll be back. So when I went into my stash, I was originally looking for enamel dots, but I found these, which are actually little puffy stickers. But the colors are so muted and soft and pastel that I think they will work very well with these impressionist works here. So I think I may mix in some dots and stars, maybe even a heart. I don't know. There's a little bit of yellow in there, I think. So I will add those and see what happens. I've added in the stars and dots, and I think this one's done. So let's take a close-up look here. There's the top row. So I just added in one there. A very light blue. Here's the middle row. I just added in a pink star on top of the phrase. And then the bottom row, pink dot light blue star, and I think that's enough. I don't want to overdo it. I really want the focus to be on the lovely photos and paintings there. So here's another one done for the load challenge and another one done for Boston. Thanks for watching.